presenciando la llegada de los hermanos indígenas canadienses.
Little by little, we forgot our culture. As you know, the Mama Coca was emptied of its sacred spirit. Since in my country, today it's called cocaine, a drug which has vicious effects in my community. Many young people take this drug, and this is the reason why I come to your country, in your village, to understand the history of Mama Coca and also to see Mama Coca plantation.
Nimshum, Gewichiak, and in Askumwak, Mashikiwat Siwin, Kichimiro Matsiakonot Nochmik, Nigishenum Shumnanik, and in Askumwak Stema, Kijishir Tigak, Miko.
I was born in this forest. My mother used to pick up moss from around these trees to make my diapers. From my early years, she taught me that plants can cure. As time went by, I gathered that this forest nourishes the body, the spirit, the language, and the pride of my people. Today, I am worried our youngsters are spending less and less time in the Tuscanan, our land. To those who come, we must teach our culture and our spirituality. They must prepare themselves to walk in a world more and more different from ours. A world where drugs destroy young lives.
Nues niuchi hepen domidak gini bet ganande ostoksik kiju puin kiagwanichi de jamugwinde
Kijiyama da kinoptaman. Kiji kayendo to igne digi mushumnok. Eta tsokat kinerge rois jiwe magic la Mama Coca. Tanishna gwannigne de wiro magani de mijimishka guk magani neru. Karga dokuhi guk neru.
Usmada kira nono ata hari jugotsni harabjagi nono agajent kadagine cocaine.
Ngojani ge kira no dagam stari mi guk. Kam chijigi de goshkini gi mino gi diskoshi mino kan shona chi gujig jani heru. Neru jom matsu nar mujigadik. Ego de tiksketman da tangi jiruetman. Tangi him squak.
Talking on the radio allows me to reach our 3 Atikamekw communities. Cocaine produced in countries so far away arrive in our villages and homes. How can a plant regarded as sacred be so harmful?
Upiro in Kajigatik. They would take much at Chitswan.
Yegat Nugustendegi Ijimatrain.
On Janis Charamutaman, Gishat Nikivirogi, Mukwere Mukuku. I can't take a Jish now with Zik Ekomagach stick. Nishumanashtag and they were angry to know. Minutes will be gone.
Don't smell the back. Do you all the back?
Nici mă aștept.
15 dudu.
Nemushum, engonagi mushum,
The songs of my ancestors and of my grandson will follow me during my trip to Peru. Here, I am supposed to meet Nelson Palomino, the leader of the coca leaf farmers.
Bienvenido.
Welcome.
Bienvenido. Bienvenido.
Peru welcomes you.
La bienvenida. Es un hermano.
You are an Indian brother to us. As a testimony, and to confirm this, I offer you coca leaves that are part of our culture, testimony of our ancestors. Thanks to these leaves, we live on and can cope with poverty.
Tenlo esto.
Miigwech, the tawag ni mo shumak. Eki bewi jirik. Kijishwer tago si jik. Unhe nibish. Mi jim nibish. Ego magawi si miret tamak. Unot unhe ga ishwer tago si ak. Kijita baja mustogi ni mo shumak. Miigwech. Voilà.
Gracias.
The great spirits up there want your people and mine to be united and to work together. This way, our culture will survive. We will be stronger, and our children will follow our steps. Brother, our ancestors must be happy to see that we can share our knowledge.
Gracias.
I am happy that the sacred plants of the Andes and of the north can meet. I believe it is part of the eagle and the condor prophecy. It is the encounter of the natives from the south and the north. Nelson suggested that I meet Pedro, a lawyer, a spiritual leader. He will show me the importance of the coca leaf in their life. Pedro works at decolonizing the culture and spirituality of the Wanka nation. To survive the forced conversion imposed on them by the Spanish, the natives integrated Christianity to their own ceremony. Today, young people count on elders like Pedro to rediscover their tradition, the same approach than our youth in Canada. Moncayo is a dynamic city. The quality and diversity of their crafts speaks about the creativity of this people. Even though we are two different nations, our drums look alike. I have never seen so many native faces in the street. It's like seeing a cousin, an aunt, or a neighbor from my village.
The sacred leaf is the queen of the universe, the queen of our hearts, and we share our feelings. She eases our sadness, and we chew her, the little sacred leaf, with tenderness.
The vendor tells me that the coca leaf we buy here is grown in the Pechari region.
Ahí tiene, gracias. Ya.
Pedro prepared a busy schedule. We will visit many communities. The Tragaderos leaders learned the reason of my trip to Peru. They invited me to participate in the Mama Coca's community ritual. After all, this people have been using the coca leaf for around 5,000 years to achieve harmony. The encounter is very formal. On Mama Coca's behalf, I was welcomed with words of respect and poetry.
La coca es el consejero fiel del hombre, de la humanidad. Ahorita casi todo chachan coca acá, de repente yo poco.
The elder's words made a deep impression on me. To him, Koka is a good advisor.
Acá pues a nadie hace daño, todo chachan coca.
Even though almost everybody in the community mysticates it. He says it becomes harmful when it's transformed into drugs.
Antes de poder iniciar a trabajar, tenemos que repartir la coca a todos los comuneros.
The coca leaf gathers the community, explains the president. Before getting to work, people chew the coca together.
¿Cómo está la coca? ¿Cómo está dulce? ¿Cómo va? Tenemos que recibir.
Here, Mama Coca guides community or family decisions. If they want to know their future, they ask the coca. The position of the leaves, its taste, bitter or sweet, will reveal whether the decisions made are good. As the elder said, the coca leaf is their best advisor.
Vemos que vamos a tener algunas dificultades. Entonces tenemos que ver qué vamos a hacer.
It is an honor to dance with the grandmother. Here, people say that they owe their vitality to the coca leaf. I have been chewing the coca leaf since my arrival to Peru. I don't feel negative side effects, and I never felt a craving for more. It has the same stimulating effect than a good cup of coffee. The leaf is not a narcotic. Before leaving, I had a nice surprise. The community of Tragadero decided to build 2 columns in the center of their park under construction. One for the coca leaf and one for an Atikamekw symbol. Agriculture is the foundation of the region's economy. This is why it is important to do the ritual for Mother Earth before planting.
Akshunchik tarpukunchik Diosninchik tamanyakun. Natsakaliw almakunata. Upachamang upiachinchik.
Before sowing potatoes, the Sanchez family take a moment to chew the coca leaf and choose 3 leaves. These leaves are offered to Mother Earth.
Allô? Oui, Patrick. Aujourd'hui, mes gars, 4 chicanes, 3200 mètres d'altitude. Tiama, spatana. Miau, machinasha. Staget donux, spatna. Pero yegat ni pegi putam berin. 4000 mètres au-dessus de Mibrac. Ngi Potambre, Kirgitangi Kushkabrin. I went to Tagi Magatangi to win it. Then was an Akimir Guabanza, Ben Sai Guabanza, the Abemajibraca, Lima. Gi Shermi Witan, and Hedja Magajar Momojali Fay to Koka, and was an Aki Chicha. Me what them stitch with the Mibrian, and was an Inigabenda, Doptaman and the Pinta would take a Krishka, but you quite me every Basconi, no. Neri of the Basconi, Nungin Dom. Eki Coquetchmak, Tan, Win Hero, Eder Machanero, Fay de Koka.
Your Honor, have people been sent to prison just for chewing coca leaves?
Motion Fay de Koka.
Not at all. It is not a crime. Nobody was ever accused or imprisoned for chewing the coca leaf, nor for farming the coca leaf. Just as well as other people drink whiskey or vodka socially, in our culture, we chew the coca leaf. When there is a newborn, we must chew the coca leaf. At somebody's death, we must chew the coca leaf. At a wedding, we must chew the coca leaf. And when we meet a friend like you, we must also chew the coca leaf. It is not a vice, as our enemies generally believe. The sacred leaf, characteristic of the Latin American culture, is one thing, and I insist the illicit exploitation of these coca leaves is another. We do not understand. How can some people take cocaine, chloral hydrate, or drugs? It seems irrational when you can simply chew it. And it's better for your health.
Coca quintu, chai, hoja redonda. Sigue. Coca quintu, chai, hoja redonda. Coca quintu, chai, hoja redonda. Ansia chanki no habitaita.
I begin to understand the importance of the coca leaf for the people living in this country. So it is also part of their diet. When we consider cultural pharmacology, what is very interesting in their explanation, their information, is that science discovers more and more its advantages for the modern world. That's what I understood.
On découvre ses qualités. C'est ça que j'ai compris.
In our communities, we have a huge drug problem. How do you use the coca leaf in your work?
According to medical observations, people here who have been using the coca leaves for hundreds of years are doing it to be more productive and never to stop working or sell their tools. 15 or 20 years ago, I did a study on grinded coca leaves used as herb tea, also known as mate de coca, which contains cocaine and can be freely bought on the market. It is like nicotine patches used to fight tobacco addiction or methadone, to fight heroin addiction. I think this method is revolutionary because it goes precisely against the actual trend to eradicate the coca instead of integrating it by way of science. Countries who ban and question coca products more are those who count the largest number of researchers in favor of the use of coca.
Más investigadores que opinan a favor del uso de la coca.
Professor, how does the United Nations see the coca leaves?
Pour le moment, c'est a été interdit, on peut pas la vendre au marché international, on ne peut pas faire l'usage en dehors des pays andines, parce que la tradition justifie ici l'usage.
The coca leaf has been on the United Nations list of prohibited substances since the 60s. It shuts out from international trade all products containing the coca leaf. It is a shame because a Harvard University study insists on the nutritive value of the coca leaf.
Elaboramos aquí muchos productos con coca, desde harina de coca, queques.
In this bakery, the coca leaf is converted into food. Spaghetti, bread, cake, muffin, energetic bar, and even candies slowly appear in the market. The product mostly sold here is the ground coca leaves.
Embolsamos, acá por ejemplo hay 50 gramos, ¿no? Y los ponemos así, ponemos un folleto de estos, en el cual informamos a las personas sobre las bondades de la coca, ¿no? Tanto en la forma de harina, algunas recetas, tablas nutricionales, historia de la coca. Acá pueden ver, por ejemplo, cómo ya vamos incorporando la harina de coca en lo que es galletas, panes, queques. Lo mismo también, por ejemplo, el pan.
Agréable.
Very good. Very good. Does he think I can import this into Canada?
Le problème, c'est que la loi internationale interdit le commerce de la feuille de coca en toutes les formes. Alors, peut-être ça va être difficile pour le moment.
The owner, Manuel Seminario, buys coca leaves, which would be otherwise used for other purposes. He says that farmers are proud of having their products used for food. As I left the bakery, I met two ladies who were buying ground coca leaves.
Hace más o menos 45 años que yo sufría con dolor a los huesos y
Mrs. Elvia has been taking it for 5 years. She has no more bone pain thanks to the analgesic properties of the coca.
Me ha vuelto muy fuerte.
The nutritionist, Marisa Vera, recommended the ground coca leaf.
I gave coca flour to my patients who were suffering from depression, stress, osteoporosis, arthritis, and lately I used it for those suffering from Alzheimer and Parkinson and had good results. A spoonful of coca flour does you good because it is an analgesic and a strong anti-inflammatory.
Mrs. Vera now works with physiotherapists, bone specialists, and long-term care centers. It gives me a lot of hope for my people. I acknowledged that cocaine is not part of their culture. I didn't even see one drug addict in the communities. What I saw here is respect for the coca leaf. Because it is a good medicine, I decided to bring some for my wife who suffers from arthritis. The Canadian Embassy advised me against it, since it is considered illegal. In the Huancayo region, there is a lot of ancient constructions. To enter a sacred site, one must communicate with the ancestors and spirits. The coca leaves serve as a bonding for all.
Esto es el alma de mi pueblo, el espíritu de acá de Arhuaturo. Para liberarse.
Kibetuinan! Nimoshom nanak! No, kom nanak! Migwet! Kakin ketemuyak! Kiskinoma gewet! Migwet!
We're going toward this valley.
Allá vamos a ir.
We are on our way to Pachari, Nelson's village. The roads chiseled on the mountain cliffs can make nervous even the bravest Atikamekw. Here, it can take 7 hours to travel 200 kilometers. In Pachari, I will meet with the cocaleros, the coca leaf farmers. Will they understand the problem we have with cocaine at home?
Presenciando la llegada de los hermanos indígenas canadienses. Asimismo, los dirigentes de cada copa se están acercando para hacer honores de recepción. El señor Nelson Palomino, secretario general de la Confederación Nacional de Productores Agropecuarios de las Cuencas Cocaleras del Perú. Fuertes aplausos.
Charles, welcome to the valley of Apurimac in the district of Pichari. Our native Quechua brothers welcome you in the name of the Mama Coca.
Bienvenido, el micrófono es tuyo. Tan ais pariakmine no denamnak. Egoto de gabeizin daptamak. Egoto de isit kok, kijin sotstamak, kijikimstamak yeninan kijimiromatsiak.
In my country today, we are facing social difficulties. These difficulties are related to drug addiction. And that's why I came here to understand what Mama Coca is all about.
Los que siembran la hoja de coca se hacen presentes. La mano lo tiene ahí de tanto cosechar coca.
In Peru, there is 60,000 families who grow the coca leaf. According to the government, this region produces 5 times more than needed for traditional use. Their conclusion is that the most part of the crop is intended for narco traffic. Accused of endorsing terrorism, Nelson spent 3.5 years in prison. The farmers organized demonstrations, marches, and hunger strikes to demand his release. When he was released, Nelson created Cusca, a political party whose symbol is the coca leaf. The media put forward Nelson's name as a likely presidential candidate for 2010. The years in prison were very difficult for all the family. When Nelson was in prison, how difficult was that for you?
It has been very hard. And what's more, I was 2 months pregnant. It has been very difficult for me. Some farmers helped me, gave me money. Nevertheless, my son and I fought, and with other support, we were able to get through this. We made a lot of sacrifices.
Coca. De a poco la coca.
Bit by bit, the coca leaf must contribute to the expansion of my country's economy. The coca leaf is not guilty of being a coca leaf. It is demonized because the leaf is made into drugs. It's not the farmer's fault, but rather of the one who transforms it. There is no harsh law against narco-traffic or chemical products manufacturers. This is why we are sad to see that this plant might disappear. This plant is for you. Keep it. Take it with you like a member of your family.
As he was transferred to another prison, the car in which Nelson was transported was in an accident. He still suffers from after effects. How many coca plantations do you work on?
At the moment, I have no coca plantation because during the subversion troubles, my brother disappeared or was killed there. So every time I get to the plantation, I recall my childhood, my brothers, and I am unable to work.
The political violence which hit Peru in the 80s made more than 70,000 victims, Indians for the most part. Caught in the crossfire, and in order to flee from the conflict or the poverty of the Andean regions, lots of families found refuge in here and became cocaleros. The community center was built thanks to the coca leaf. Here, if you don't work, you don't eat. Without industries and with very little governmental support, they have to grow the coca leaf. Looking at people here, I don't see signs of wealth related to the cocaine traffic. This mother was showing me her coca shoots, dried out by herbicide. These chemical products used for fumigation contaminate the water, banana, manioc, papaya, and coffee plantations. She asks me to denounce this situation. Her testimony is very touching.
¿Qué de coca?
La hoja de coca no es cocaína, esto es alimento para nosotros. Con esto, esto es nuestro desayuno, nuestro almuerzo, nuestra cena. Mientras en otros países los niños se alimentan de leche, nosotros con esto sobrevivimos, con esto alimentamos a nuestros niños.
Producing cocaine requires chemical products and lots of coca leaves. The Ashaninkas are the first inhabitants of this forest. They live off fishing, hunting, and agriculture. Nelson admits that the cocaleros are occupying the traditional territory of the Ashaninkas.
Sembramos coca, hacemos acuico,
The leader of the village says that from the beginning of time, they have planted the coca leaf. They need it to work. He accuses the government of attacking the coca with fungus, which makes children and animals sick.
Como viene otro país que lleva ese mensaje.
The lady's words are powerful. She says that helicopters spread pesticides on their coca fields, also killing the pineapples, the manioc, and the bananas. She worries a lot for the children's future. Listening to their stories makes me feel bad. The cocaine traffic brings repression against the coca leaf. In the fight against drugs, Ashaninka children and their families are the victims. They are paying for those using cocaine in Canada. Do they realize that? The Amazonian forest is unique. We are on our way to the coca plantation that I wanted so much to see. The government claims that there is 15,000 hectares of coca fields in this region. It estimated that the country only needs 9,000. He accuses cocaleros of supplying coca to cocaine laboratories. This activity is illegal and harmful to the environment. The chemical products used are discharged into the rivers and water sources.
Miigwech matsivina kisuettaagusiak ego magakaisiks kinamui mittimussomnaanik sistema kitsuermidak nii biskaisiks tertaagunik kevio itim squermujik iji squertikik shibinejik evi matstajik keviro tertaagusina miigwech
También. Calcula 4 dedos.
This has been done by hand for thousands of years, and until today, they do the same way. I wish the youth from my village could experience this. It goes faster with size 11 shoes.
It would be faster if we do it together.
I am sure that when they will pick these medicinal plants, they will feel my presence, the spirit I have brought to this land.
What you just did is a principle of brotherhood. The spirit of your people will remain in Pichari through the entire valley, and our ancestors' spirit is here among us.
I would like to ask Mr. Colibri where he goes to sell his coca leaves, or if questionable people come and ask him to sell them some.
Sí, una parte vendemos a Inaco, una parte también vienen a negociantes, todo tampoco no nos recibe el Inaco. También los restos vendemos a los que llevan a la sierra, a los negociantes. La cosecha se va a la mitad. Una parte se queda para los alimentos de los niños. También el remedio.
Yo como joven estoy muy agradecido por su visita de ustedes a conocer.
During this trip, I met a lot of young people.
De Canadá.
Nelson's son speaks like a leader. His message to our young ones is clear. The cocaleros and himself are determined to defend the coca because it feeds children and young ones like him. He hopes that the young people in Canada will understand that the coca leaf is not a drug.
Muy agradecido por su visita.
We are your brothers, and you leave a great example here. The task is very difficult. The fight will go on, because we all depend on this leaf. We know it's endangered. We committed ourselves to protect it. We are ready to give our lives, if need be. The system and the government started with me. They will likely continue with my brothers. As long as I'm alive and can stand up, I will keep protecting the Mama Coca. Today I'm glad to have a brother who will speak of Mama Coca and all of us. This is the truth.
I will tell the leaders in my community what a true leader is. It is the one who protects the land, the coca leaves, and his people. When a leader cries, his tears become seeds to feed the land.
Llévale a tu país que si esta hoja que se ha liberado, industrializado, por eso nosotros sientemos la hoja que es mejor. La hoja tenemos nuestra medicina, esa es medicina mejor que tenemos.
I will always have this responsibility in mind, this duty and this commitment to the people and toward the coca. It is in the spirit that I will go back to Canada and be the messenger, since I have been acknowledged by your ancestors as one of their sons. Before I left for Canada, Pedro did a special ceremony on the sacred mountain of the Wonka people.
Father Waitapayana, your family, your brothers, your children have come to you. Acknowledge this offering made for you. Our brother, Charles Coocoo, is with us. Receive him. Talk to the wise from the north. Father Waitapayana, in this country called Canada, they need you. Talk with the mountains, the rivers, and the lakes of these people. These people need you. Give them healing water and inspire them wisdom. Help our brothers, asking for your help to regain the way to harmony. Father Waitapayana, protect our brothers and guide them to the right path. Inspire them wisdom through our brother Charles Coocoo.
I came here to understand the coca leaf. The Indians of the Andes have been using the coca leaf for around 5,000 years. Cocaine was discovered in Europe around 100 years ago. It's been less than 15 years since this drug has reached my community. Now, I understand better the difference existing between the coca leaf and cocaine. I also understand how sacred this leaf is, to the point where they tenderly call it Mama.